Hi everyone, Jus4SweetZ here. Today we are going to make a Tomatillo avocado salsa in honor of Cinco de Mayo that's coming up. And this is kind of a spicy, just a yummy tasting salsa that you can use with chips or however you want. I like to eat it by the spoonful personally. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started on that. I have 4 tomatillos that I have husked and washed, and you want about a pound of them. I have some fresh cilantro. I have 1/2 of a red onion that I've cut in half and then chopped up a little bit. I have 4 garlic cloves and 1 serrano chili that I took the top off of. I have 2 avocados, and I like to add a little bit of lime juice to mine. You're also going to need some salt and a little bit of sugar and a blender. And basically what we're going to do is I have 4 cups of water heating up right now, and you are going to want to drop your tomatillos into that. It's starting to come to a boil, but you're going to want to let it boil. So we're going to put those in there. We want to put our serrano chili in there whole, so this is going to be a bit spicy. We're also going to add our 1/2 of an onion and our garlic cloves. Now you can cut your garlic cloves down or add more depending on what you like. You're going to bring all this to a boil, and you want to let it boil. Once it hits the boiling point, we want to let it boil for about 8 minutes. And as soon as that's done boiling, we're going to drain all of this, and we're going to put it into a food processor or a blender, whichever you have, and we're going to mix it all up with the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to let this come to a boil. Once it gets to a boiling point, I'll show you, and then we'll start going from there. So we'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, it's reached that boiling point. So this is the stage where you want to keep it and let it go for 8 minutes straight. So set your timer, and then after that we're going to drain it. I have my food processor ready. We're going to add the rest of the ingredients, and we're going to have a beautiful tomatillo avocado salsa that's going to be delicious. So let this boil and we'll be back. Okay, so everything boiled for 8 minutes. I am now going to drain it, and I'm just going to use my spider spatula here. And I'm going to just start taking everything out. And honestly, I probably should have quartered these tomatoes before I put them in there. So as I put them into the food processor, because they are going to be a little large, I'm just going to take a knife, I don't want to burn myself, and just kind of cut them in quarters in there. I mean, they're pretty soft because they've been boiling, so it's easy. So just excuse me, grab those on, just keep putting them in there. This is going to be so good. It already smells good. That serrano pepper just gives it a little bit of kick. And if you want it to be a little bit less of a kick, you could use a jalapeno instead of the serrano. The serrano is a little bit spicier, but I want it to be a little on the spicy side because the avocado is going to kind of mellow it out. Now I'm going to have to do this in 2 batches because I do not have a large food processor when I mix my avocados and all that in. So once I get this all blended together, I will put it in 2 batches and show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so kind of just cut that tomato up. Alright, and then you want to add a little bit of the liquid from boiling your vegetables. So I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of my liquid. You don't want it too watery, but you want it to have a little bit of extra. Okay, so we're done with that. We're going to put this on, and let's go. Now I'm not going to chop it too fine because I still need to add my other ingredients. So at this point, this is where if you have a larger food processor, you can do all this step in one. I'm going to actually do it in 2 steps because I have a smaller food processor. So I'm going to cut this amount in half, and we'll be back and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so we're ready to go. I've just kind of split the amount in half in my small food processor. So like I said, if you have a large food processor or blender, you can do this all in one shot. I'm just kind of splitting it in half. So to this, I'm going to add half the amount of my cilantro that I have, and I just kind of roughly chopped it. And I have about a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of fresh cilantro, which smells amazing. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. We're going to add 1 whole ripe avocado. So we're just going to stick that right in there. This is going to give it a nice creamy consistency and kind of cool down that serrano pepper a little bit. But, oh, almost dropped it. But still have the spice. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to add a couple pinches of sugar, and that's going to balance out the acidity. And we are going to add salt to taste, and I'm going to add right around a half a teaspoon. I'm using the sea salt, and then I'm going to use the juice of 1/2 of a fresh lime. And so I'm going to put that in there. And I have another half for my second part. So basically, we're using 2 avocados, a couple pinches of sugar, salt to taste, and the juice of 1 whole lime, a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of fresh cilantro, roughly chopped. Okay. So now what we're going to do is put that lid on and chop away. Little part of my avocado doesn't want to go down there, so I'm going to kind of push it in. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. Give it a little taste, see if we need to adjust anything. We are having a taco bar at work tomorrow, and so this is what I'm bringing. Wow. It needs just a dash of salt. A little bit more salt to this one. Not a whole lot. But other than that, it's amazing. All right, and that one's done. I'm going to show you what it looks like because really I just have to do the second part. You are going to wish that you were in my kitchen smelling this and tasting it. You're going to have to make it. It's amazing. Have it with some margaritas or some Dos Equis or some Corona. And there it is. There is my avocado salsa all blended and ready to go. Let me get you close to it. I hope you get a chance to try this. I hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share this on your Facebook page with your family and friends, and join my Facebook page, Jus4SweetZ, and my group page, Recipe Book. And have a wonderful Cinco de Mayo, and have a great day, everyone, and God bless.